Hello viewers and welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon. I'm your host Peeper Shushu as always, and it looks like when we had last left off we ended up with a couple of naval battles here and there, so that'll be kind of interesting to see how those work out once again. And it looks like we're fighting tanks on Lantel Island. Oh, do we even have defense? Yeah, we have the Hong Kong regiment over here. And as always, this area is another just mosh pit again. So, with that sort of said, let's begin, and let's really just begin playing this. Now, I recall keeping this squadron of commandos back. I don't really remember why though. So, I think we'll just get these guys and we'll just throw them into the mix there. So, let's see, what else do we have around here? We have, I don't recall buying the New Zealand armor unit, but okay, since we have it, I'll move it forwards anyhow. So, we'll do that. Over here, how should I assign the planes? Because we're definitely going to get the RAF squadron to come over here. We're getting attacked by ZTZ. Oh, this is actually only 4 vehicles over here, so I think the militiamen can handle themselves in that case. And I'll just move the bombers elsewhere. I'm just going to do a light check of the troops here. So we're going to be playing with a lot of territorials troops. Yeah, I don't think we'll do too badly over here with just the territorial guys, seeing as how they're only going up against 4 tanks, but I suppose we'll get the planes to go forward. And I think I'll yeah, I think I'll just leave it as such. So the other thing, it looks like there's no other naval fleets apart from this little landing boat one. I don't really recall killing the other fleet either. But if that is like, because they usually do leave a wreck as well. If that's the case, I think we'll get naval the little boat troop that we have in Naval Sector Hotel to come over here, and I just want to. These are Sea Harriers. No, we want to I like the naval squadron. I'll put those down because these naval planes, they do have that they do have the advantage of having those ship-to-ship missiles, and you really do need those for these battles. So I think I'll send them over here as well. And I do believe that if we actually annihilate this fleet on the seas, it will actually reflect that in the battle itself, or on the campaign map, as the entire little thing being destroyed. So with that said, I want to see whether or not we can win this battle really fast, and we're going to be deploying with a whole ton of stuff over here. They're bringing more of those Moskits and Luda ships, but they only have 6 or technically 12 ships, so that shouldn't be that bad. Oh, I see, they can also flee. Well, in that case, now I do believe my planes and my carrier air group can move forward. I believe that we can take these guys on, so I think I'll get our guys to chase them. And it doesn't look like we can start the battle this time, but it'll pin that naval marine group down, which is good for us in the long term. And let's go back to Tucson Juan. Let's finish off this battle, because it looks like again we're fighting that giant blob of troops. Now I do remember that they had 26,000 points of troops originally, and it looks like they are down from that to a very small amount. They have like 76 support units here. Holy crap. So we're going to fight another battle here. This one shouldn't be that bad anymore. I mean, we pushed them out of the hard districts to fight in, so we'll do another round of this. And I mean, I know this campaign is more or less centered around this battle so far, but just the absolute scale of this battle is still tremendous. Actually, never mind, we only had to destroy like 500 points of their troops once again, so that shouldn't be too bad. And there you go, everything really just opens up at this point. So here's what I'll do. I'll do a standard little deployment thing here, so I'll put my little command vehicles back where I usually put them, so behind the little tree areas here and there. Now, where is their... okay, so they only have 1 air entry point this time, so that's good to know. And what I think I'll do here is we still have, I'm surprised that these Fusilier infantrymen are still alive. I thought they would have been dead for sure. And we have 4 packs of each of these 3 veterancies, so that's kind of nice to just sort of see. Now I do believe that their infantrymen are only on ground, but I think I'll get some of these blowpipes just because. So we'll deploy inside this village area like such. And what I think I'll do is that I'll actually give him one of these tracked rapier systems, so we'll place that in the back. Oddly enough, I believe the FSA rapier system in real life is actually an upgraded variant of the tracked rapier platform in general, but for whatever reason, the regular version, yeah, and they're also more expensive, but they have less range in terms of helicopters, which is really weird because the blue text stuff is the troops that have the exceptional ranges and the exceptional stuff on top of them. So I'll get these tracked rapiers set up on top of these hill areas and such. I think I'll actually get a ADAT system over here. And I want to say that I'd like to go on the offensive, and I'd like to try to smash into Northern District here. So to do that, I'll deploy some recon troops, and I'll put one squad in the back here so that they can get the top position, and also deploy some Canadian recon snipers because I like those troops and I want to show you guys how they perform. Apart from that, I think I'll just get our guys here because we are a little bit short on points. I'll get the tanks facing the right way, get the recon troops to just walk up there just in the event that they get hit, and I think we'll just get this battle started. So yeah, get these troops deployed, get these guys moving. I remember last time we actually ran out of like conventional troops to actually put inside this area. I forgot to put a few guns here, but I remember we ran out of like tanks to put there, so I did so I made do with some of these like recoilless rifle APCs. I actually don't even get how these things even work. I mean, those recoilless rifles are like like equipped weapons, so it's kind of weird, but I suppose it works. So anyhow, we'll get our guys deployed, and I think we'll just try to creep up here and see what they're doing inside Northern District, and we'll see whether or not we can pick off the command vehicle for a nice and easy little bit of cash there. And these infantrymen, they can walk up, they're like mountain goats for some reason. They can walk up pretty steep climbs, and they're technically sprinting up these things. Just look at that. Oh right, and these Canadian sniper rifle troops, they actually, now usually these recon snipers, they come with a RPG too, just because, but the Canadian ones come with, I think one of the really powerful sniper rifles, and yeah, they can actually take out tanks as well, and things such as that. We lost the gray, what's it called, the green jacket troops. Yeah, the recon infantrymen, they actually aren't that stealthy, which is a little bit unfortunate, because you do have to sort of keep track of them like that. Now they're just going to bombard all of this area. I really don't want to lose the support units. Their T-88s, where ZTZ-88 is going to shoot at us one little bit, but that shouldn't be too bad. We can still hit that tank practically perfectly fine despite all this shelling, which is just absolutely amazing. I think I'll get my recce troop to go around these hills a little bit more. I want to find those launchers and I want to take them out. How many of the Canadian sniper rifles do we even get here? I think we only get 2, so or no, we get a good pack of them. It's not too bad. Damn. Well, luckily I guess we do have reserves, so at least that's a good thing. Now over here, I think we'll get the planes back up. Looks like we don't have any more of those cheap. Yeah, we ran out of those cheapo planes, so I think I'll buy some of these ones now. And I really want to go on the offense because I really don't know how they scheduled this up, but seeing as how now we're pretty much just free to do whatever, right? Like inside this battle's scape, I suppose. The problem with it is that because of how low the point counts are, I mean, whatever we do, it still costs it. We'd only be able, we'd have to fight so many battles, is what I'm trying to say, in order to finish off their like 23k army. So with that sort of said, I mean that's really difficult to actually do in practice. Now I hope that my tornado bombers drop their payloads here soon. Or no, I think I'll just get my command vehicle to bail out then. Yeah, because it's kind of odd inside that respect. Now over here, that ZTZ is practically dead. And yeah, these are 60-point tanks, so they're decently high value. Damn it, lost another Challenger. Yeah, I still don't know why the planes cannot see ground vehicles. It's kind of weird once you think about it, because I mean, those things should be able to detect it really rather soon. Now, come on, these rover wombats. Really want to get rid of these guys. Right here. I'm rather surprised that these rovers can actually penetrate these ZTZs. Oh, actually, they only have 10 armor, so that's not too bad. Oh, and there goes that battle. So, that'll be them. That'll knock down a good 500 points, which isn't much, I mean, in the long run, so I really don't know how this will go here. Now, I recall inside the Busan pocket, we had something similar happen, and they just kept on throwing their troops at us, pretty much. So, can I... Yeah, I can't go on the offensive either. So, that's sort of that. We might be able to encircle them and actually destroy them. But, oh wait, no, actually, we only had to hold out for like one more turn, so that's not too bad. So let's go to Lantel Island here. Let's fight off these guys inside this map. This map is just absolutely wonderful for these militia infantrymen. Seeing as how the AI just really likes to use that road inside the middle of the map, right? So we'll get our guys deployed as such. So I think we'll cap off Alpha, Delta here inside the back, of course. And this area over here, because we do need one area to actually spawn our troops in. Oh, actually, this map is, it only has these 3 entry points. I thought Foxtrot was one, and I suppose it wouldn't really make sense, because on the strategical map, I suppose this area is just the edge of the island. But still, that's kind of unexpected. So, going from here, what I think I'll do is, oh, they only have 4 of these rover wombats. Alright, well in that case, I'll hide these guys behind the building. And I mean, inside this deck, I think everything is pretty cheap. So it's not... I'm not too terribly worried if I lose them. And with the amount of points that we had to go through, all I think I'll do is that I'll just get our guys, elite militiamen right here, to blob up on the center road, start the battle, and get them rolling into it, really. Once we sort of find the enemy and stomach them on that main road, I think those 400 points will go really rather fast. Yeah, I see them already. Yeah, so they're gonna drop. And again, I think the little APCs do respawn, or so long as the infantrymen don't die, they're fine. And I'll get the infantrymen to just start bounding up towns. Come on, come on. Yeah, one thing about these militiamen is that they run really slowly compared to the other infantrymen. They're half the speed of the recon infantry. And whenever you give them the order to actually get inside the buildings, they seem to have to, I don't know, like they had to reorganize themselves or something. It does the total war game thing where it's like your archers were people, they just simply cannot fire if like one little dude is out of position. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, and some of you guys might know what I'm talking about when you're like playing Empire Total War or something like that. There will be like the one little rifleman dude out of like 100 or so who just like they have to be in these square column or like square rectangles, pretty much, just rectangles in general to actually fire their guns. And if they're not, then they just will not. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Right, so now it'll be mainly just a game of finding where that command vehicle is and killing them off. Oh, that's right, I actually forgot to cap these zones. So I'll get these guys to exit out. That'll cap all of these points. And when these tanks come into the village, we should just be able to take them out. Now, they might not want to come into these towns. Come on. Oh, no, that's actually just slightly out of range. Let's see. Hopefully we can hit them on the flanks or something. Yeah, these territorials aren't even good at launching the rockets. Inside, I think, European escalation, the little people, the little militiamen, or whatever the cheapest infantry was inside that game, they weren't actually bad at taking out vehicles, so what I used to do was that you could just mob them up, and then the French people have some really fast little APCs and stuff, and you could just use those as infantry killers or tank killers, because the APCs would be so fast and you could just overwhelm them with troops. Come on, I wanted to shoot down that one command vehicle. Come on, one shot. And the other thing is I don't really get what the infantry like right there. They had 2 really weak squads. They just decided somehow to form a blob at one location and they got took out like that. So perfect, that'll actually destroy that tank regiment. Fry that little thing. And from here we can just end the turn really, because there's not very much we can do next. Now they're probably going to launch another attack here. That's actually the only option that they have. So there you go. They're going to bring in their air. So let's see. You've won a major victory and the British flag never ceased to fly over Hong Kong. Now Beijing is withdrawing its troops from all conquered territories. In the face of such unbalanced powers, we can savor our victory. Huh. So it looks like that is pretty much that campaign. I was going to do a Bear and Dragon campaign, evident by my save files, but I don't think we'll actually do that one anymore, seeing as how I already see like quite a lot of Let's Plays on that one here as well. Anyhow, like I really had expected the campaigns to be slightly different there, in the category that I kind of expect them to have a little bit more of a two-part thing where you defend Hong Kong and you move forward, but oh well. In that case, I think we'll just end it here. I can show you guys the climb Mount Nardonia cutscene if that is something that you guys would see, but I'm not going to play this campaign. It's just simply too big, so I think we'll watch the cutscene and we'll just end the series as such.
1945 to 1975. Japan-Soviet relationships are poisoned by the Soviet occupation of the Kuril Islands. Hence, the two countries have not been able to ratify a formal peace treaty since the end of World War II. 1979 to 1980. The Soviet Union increases troops and naval assets in the Kuril area. Japan retaliates by hardening its stance towards the USSR and increasing its military spending. 1982. Japan allows the deployment of U.S. advanced F-16 bombers on its soil. The USSR answers by transferring SS-20 missiles from Europe. 1983. The Japanese Prime Minister declares his intent to turn Japan into an unsinkable aircraft carrier. The reply from the USSR is immediate. In an era of modern technology, unsinkable aircraft carriers do not exist. November 1984. The joint U.S.-Japanese naval exercise Fleet X-85 in the Sea of Japan gets as close as 500 nautical miles from Vladivostok. The Soviet fleet is put on high alert. December 4th, 1984. Fleet X ends, but Soviet Navy intelligence and the Politburo are convinced that it was just a rehearsal for a real imminent strike. The green light is given for a preemptive strike on Japan and its U.S. naval bases. December 6th, 1984. When the coded message, "Climb Mount Norah" is transmitted to Soviet forces, several airborne and naval infantry divisions are ready to strike Japan. At dawn, the first wave of Soviet paratroopers lands on Japan, while a mechanized thrust strikes from the Kuril Islands.
Alright, well, that is sort of that. So I suppose we'll take a look at the campaign map here and really just finish off, and as always, you know, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. We will be doing some other stuff as time just sort of goes on here. So, yeah, it looks like we're just really supposed to defend Japan here from this little thing. We're playing as the red 4 now, so we're going to be invading the blue tiles, I suppose. Is that right? Yeah, we're going to, yeah, so that is sort of that. Well, it is, wow, this is a fully, realized little thing here, so I mean, this is definitely kind of cool, but unfortunately, guys, I really just don't have the time to play through it, but, it looks like they have practically a good portion of Japan, not all of it there, but a good portion with a lot of troops, and I assume all the maps available here and there, so that is really, really neat. Anyhow, I'll see you guys next time. You know, be sure to check out my other Let's Plays as well. Currently, I'm doing The Last Federation and Endless Legend, and I think I'll actually play the roguelike for Endless Legends called Dungeon of Endless sometime in the future. So I'll see you guys preferably there.